All right, this lesson is called right-mindedness, and we just had the previous lesson, wrong-mindedness, and both of these ideas are helpful to help us realize in our hearts that there are no neutral thoughts.
That's great.
No. Right-mindedness is an extension of our truth, an extension of our reality, extension of love, right? And so it's helpful to think of it as an extension or a reflection into form.
Yes. Yes.
We demonstrate that awareness, we demonstrate that acceptance to ourselves, and then and it may just be a thought, it may be an observance, it may be, you know, something that small and
Yes.
relatively insignificant or seemingly insignificant, or it might call for some huge action into form.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Well, one way to look at it, Jeff, is there is only right-mindedness. Wrong-mindedness is like the cloud that covers the sun. There is only the sun. And so our reality is right-mindedness. That is the only reality there is. And somehow the mind thinks that it can create a space outside of right-mindedness called wrong-mindedness, in which this ego self can exist as a separate individual. And it's just not true. It's just painful to live in that space. And so for me, any choice of right-mindedness is inner peace. As the Course says, all healing or all health is inner peace. And that's right-mindedness to me.
Yeah. You know, Gene, this idea of right-mindedness makes me think, and the way you were describing it reminds me of the book we wrote, The Yoga Mind, which is the Yoga Sutras according to A Course in Miracles. And in the second sutra, basically, Patanjali, the author of the sutras, tells us that that yoga, the practice of yoga, or you know, the path that we take through our life, is a process of restraining the modifications of the mind.
Right.
And if we think of the mind as a whole, connected mind, if we think of the mind as the entire ocean in heaven, right? Then the bubble is the belief in separation. That's the modified belief. So we equate the modifications to mind's oneness that Patanjali speaks about as the ego.
Yes.
Right? Which is only a thought, it's only a belief, it does not exist. And so by choosing against that, restraining it or forgiving it, then we automatically are brought to our right-minded reality.
Yes.
And then that is how we live, it's how we experience, and it's what we extend into our world and to the people around us. And it makes the world a kinder, gentler, a happier place.
At least within our world,
within us.
which And actually, Jeff, how can you modify right-mindedness if that's all there is? The attempt to modify perfection must lead to imperfection. So wrong-mindedness, another synonym would be imperfection.
Yeah, which is the word modify is a pretty. It's quite an appropriate word in a way.
Quite appropriate to modify, to attempt to modify that which is immodifiable. Is there a word like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Hope that's clear to you guys.
Yeah. If it isn't, tell us what we said. We'd like to know. Okay. Thank you.